Where my real G's out here in these boxing streets. Where y'all at? This segment's for y'all. I'm going live for y'all. Where my real G's out here in these boxing streets. Holla at your boy. He knows his sport. Where y'all at? Come on now, let's flood it. Let's get live up in this thing. This one is for the real G's out here in these boxing streets. Let's get hip to it. This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Come on now. The real G's out here in these boxing streets. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Come on now. Where y'all at? Ready for y'all to flood in so we can talk about some boxing here. Come on now. Where the real G's out here in these boxing streets. Where y'all at? Holla at your boy. I'm live right now. It's time to get epic. It's time to do the damn thing. It's time to talk this boxing. We got to cover a few topics. We need to get this thing epic and get it going. Where my real G's out here in these boxing streets at? Where my real G's out here in these boxing streets? Where y'all at? Come on, let's flood this. Let's flood this live. Real G's out here in these boxing streets. Where y'all at? Let me see y'all. Let me see the comments. Come on, flood them in. Give me the thumbs up. This is for y'all. We ain't dealing with no Rudy Poo and no plum brain Mikey Garcia fanboys, aka Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys. This is for the real G's out here in the boxing streets. What's up? What's good, Jay? What's good with you, man? That's what I'm saying. We keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. We keeping the foot on the what? On the necks of these Rudy Poo, plum brain, Mikey Garcia fanboys, and aka Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys. So, Jay Moore, what you want to talk about, man? As I want to cover a few things. I want to talk about how Ugas got robbed by Sean Constipated Porter. You know, this is fight week. We already know what time it is. We know that Earl the Truth Spence is about to straight do what? Man down. Strap season. Flat line. Hulk smash Garcia. And there are no two ways around that bad boy. Via what? 5th round TKO stoppage and book that mug. So what you want to talk about, man? Chase. That coin, strap season. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get up in this thing. Yep, Sean got robbed. You know, but see, the thing is, they didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, mess up the Sean Porter versus a Pacquiao fight or Sean Porter versus Keith Thurman, a nonsense fight that we've already seen before. They also didn't want to mess up Sean Porter possibly against Earl Spence. That's what that's all about, man. But we all know Ugas won that fight. It's strap season. This is fight week, man. We know the IBFPs or whatever the fart these guys' names is, they on IBFP anxiety attack. You know what I'm saying? We got all these Mikey Garcia fanboys on an anxiety attack because we know Mikey Garcia ain't never went in those deep waters, man. He ain't never swim in those deep waters. And we know his ass is about to get drowned. He's about to get straight up Aquaman Earl the Truth Spence. I believe you on that, Chase the Coin, man. It was a close fight. To me, it was, but my thing is this. Ugas got robbed because what happened? Late in the late rounds, in the championship rounds. Ooh, what's up? 003 937. What's good with you, man? Canada, stand up. But see, let me tell you why Ugas got robbed, because Jack Reese made it seem like it was wet in that area where Sean Porter fell. If you go back and look at that fight, you slow that thing down, Ugas threw a grazing punch that got his ass out of there, man. Knocked him down. Yeah, Sean Porter staggered him, but Ugas knocked him down, and he didn't get credit for that. So that's a robbery to me. That's why I said it was a robbery. Will Tank Davis sign with DAZN? I don't believe that, man. I can't see that happening. You know, Al Haymon got his hands all over that, man. He's with Mayweather Promotions. That's not happening. He ain't signing with DAZN, man. Yep, that's right. March 16, dog. That's what I'm saying. Chase the coin. I'm glad you realized it was a knockdown too, because Jay Boom Boom Mancini, he had checked Keith Thurman, and we all know the blinders. See, they like to put the blinders over people's eyes. What Keith Thurman was trying to do, he was trying to lobby for that rematch because he's afraid of Terrence the Bud Crawford and he's afraid of Earl the Truth Spence, and that's just the truth. He don't want no parts of either one of those guys. He want to face Sean Porter because he knows Sean Porter got deficiencies, and he's the weakest welterweight in that division, and that's the truth. Yeah, March, AJ Moore, man. March 16th, trust me, man. Earl Spence is going to knock this boy's head off. You heard Earl Spence. If I catch you, I'ma spark you. If I catch you, I'ma spark you. Once he catch that motherfucker on the chin, he about to spark his ass. Yeah, I believe that. I believe Ugas will be even in better shape and more prepared to beat Porter. Porter didn't have the right game plan. Porter's game plan was bullshit. What's up, One Fly Boy? What's good with you, bruh? Oh, why did I left IBFP trash Spence resume? Let me tell you something. See, here's the thing. People could sit there and go by Spence's resume all they want. But see, this is the art of debating. When you look at Earl the Truth Spence resume and you look at Mikey Garcia's resume, if you're looking at it without just sitting there and just, you know, kind of going into it like us, we're boxing connoisseurs and boxing purists, you got to think of it from a casual standpoint. If you're looking at it from that standpoint, Mikey Garcia looked like he got the better resume. So I already saw the angle he was trying to come at it. He was coming at it with, well, Mikey Garcia fought the bigger names, and rightfully so, he did. But you don't fall for that. You know what you do? You talk about Mikey Garcia's deficiencies. And that's why I was able to either murk his ass, One Fly Boy, because you saw what I did. I brought up the 73 pressure punches or power punches that Sergey Lipinets landed on his ass. That was evident. So that means Earl Spence gonna land about 3 times as much as that shit. I also talked about the flaming alcoholic, Salido, how Salido was landing swooping shots on him, awkward shots on him. You notice he didn't have no counter for that. If we go back and look at Adrian Broner in the second half of that fight, he was landing body shots on him. See, you got to focus on those things. This is how you eat their Murkats. You saw what happened. And I hear you, One Fly Boy, but you saw what happened with D. When D was focusing on the resume, he was getting eaten. You see what I'm saying? You can't talk about that resume because in that resume, you and I both know Spence fought some real cats. But here's the thing. They're going to look like tomato cans and they're going to look like pedestrians. And you know why they're going to look that way? Because you're dealing with boxing casuals, man, that don't understand. I'm waiting for Spence to beat Mikey Garcia's ass, One Fly Boy. Once he beats Mikey Garcia's ass, that's it, man. Then what are the excuses? Because when you talk about Brook, we know Brook is undefeated at 147 pounds. He never lost at 147. So Triple G was the one that beat him, but what weight class was that? 160. But they're going to run with Kell Brook had the broken orbital sockeye. Okay. Peterson. You and I both know Peterson can bang. Peterson can crack. But they're going to talk about when Lucas Matisse beat his ass. You see what I'm saying? Knock him out. I'm not going to fall into that bait. I'm going to focus on Mikey Garcia's deficiencies. The motherfucker is flat-footed. The motherfucker does not know how to evade punches. He's not slick. You see what I'm saying? And he's like Keith Thurman. He has awkward foot movement. You notice they ain't have no counter for that. because I told the truth. Every time he get hit, what he do? He run into the fire. He runs into the line of fire to get hit. Come on, man. You got to focus on things when you debate cats. You got to focus on things that you know they cannot counter. This is how you win debates. You see what I'm saying, One Fly Boy? I'm trying to teach you how to debate, bro. When you debate somebody, you got to give them responses they can't counter. If you notice, every time I'm debating IBFP, when I drop a napalm on him, is he able to counter me? No. Because he sees that I'm able to Ethan murk his ass because I keep coming with stuff that, oh shit, you didn't hear what he said in the debate? I was factually correct, but I was intellectually dishonest. What kind of bullshit is that? How can you be factually incorrect and intellectually dishonest at the same time? You see what I'm saying? That's just made up, manufactured, engineered out of a chemical lab bullshit to make yourself sound like you know what you're talking about when really you're being pushed into a corner. I'm like Earl Spence, man. I apply unlimited pressure because I go at the weak points. Remember, the reason why IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is not relevant is because the dude is a one-trick pony. He only focuses on one side of the argument. And when you know that and you have a second side of the argument, all you got to do is present the second side of the argument and you'll Ether and murk each and every time in that debate. And that's just the truth. So 003937, you said, will AB fight Thurman at the end of the year? Well, AB was calling out Thurman. The question is, Thurman came back and said he don't want to fight AB. We already know Thurman has an agenda. His ass just want to do a rematch with Sean Porter, man. Keith Thurman is not going to fight Earl the Truth Spence. He is not going to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. That's not happening. The man's looking for an easy way out so he can win. And that's just the truth. And you're right, One Fly Boy. Nobody on Garcia resume beat anybody good. But here's the thing. Remember, Mikey Garcia is what? He's Mexican. The Mexican community fan base, they like to run this narrative to say that Mikey Garcia is this supposedly so great of a boxer. You know, the Mexican community fan base, they like to over glamorize shit. I just want Earl the Truth Spence to dispatch his ass, because then what's the excuses? Because you know what we gonna do? Me, I'm going on my 7-day rant. I'm gonna be ethering and murking all of the Mikey Garcia fanboys, aka Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys. And I know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna flood those pages. What's up, Donald Brown? What's good with you, bruh? That's right. Same thing I said. Ugas beat Sean Porter, man. All you gotta do is look at Porter's face, and all you gotta do is look at Ugas's face. That's the telltale of that fight. That is the telltale. That tells you the difference between who's the winner and who is the loser. This right here, chat, if all goes well, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I get, y'all participation. I get cats coming in, and we get about, I don't know, 40, 50 of y'all cats. I'm trying to run every week. This is an appreciation chat of all of my real G's out here in the boxing streets. This is the first Q&A, the part one. But I want to run this anthology series because you know what I noticed? These Rudy Poo and these Plum Brain Mikey Garcia fanboys, aka Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys, they have their own shit. So why we don't have our own shit? And y'all know I appreciate y'all, man. So we gonna have our own shit. See, here we go. We have a hater going on. I want y'all to ether and murk him. See, this is for the real G's out here in the boxing streets. This cat, Alfredo Chavez, ether and murk his ass. Because he doesn't understand. This right here is for the real G's out here in the boxing streets. We don't got time for that ultra fanboyism bullshit. They come in here with that bullshit, we ether and murk their ass. That's it. We don't got time for that. So we see that bullshit a mile away, we ether and we murk it. So I want my real G's out here in these boxing streets. As soon as y'all sniff a hater and a fucking troll, get on their ass like a fucking heart attack. And that's just the truth behind it. Yeah, Tank is not going to sign with the zone. That's not happening. You see? You see what that motherfucker just said? I'm a hater. That's what he said. Get on his ass. Get on that motherfucker's ass. I'm glad he admit that he's a hater. Exactly. Cinnamon Alvarez. That's what I call him. See, they get mad when I call him Cinnamon Alvarez, but it's the Mexican boxing community fan base. Oh, okay, Alfredo Chavez. Okay, then you ain't no hater. Glad you going for Spence. Okay, better come correct. Because this right here is for the real G's out here in the boxing street. So I can officially say my bad on that. Okay, glad you came correct. Because we don't got time for this nonsense here. This one right here is for the real G's out here in these boxing streets. We ain't got time for these haters and these trolls. So my bad on that. But back to what I was saying. It's Mexicans that call him Cinnamon, and it's because of his red hair. That's how he got the nickname Cinnamon. They don't want to admit that. Yeah, and I apologize about that, Alfredo Chavez, because I had you mixed up with one of these other motherfuckers out here. So my bad, dog. You see these things, there's so many of these haters and these damn trolls. So I apologize about that. My bad. You're a real G out here in these boxing streets. But anyways, on to what I was saying. The motherfucker Cinnamon Alvarez is overrated, man. The dude has 4 glaring deficiencies. Let me tell you, glaring deficiency number 1. He is non-athletic, aka slow. Canelo Alvarez do not like switch hitters. You put a cat in there that disrupts his timing each and every single time, you will see what I'm talking about. He will be exposed. This happened in the Floyd Mayweather fight. This happened in the Lara fight. This happened in the Austin Trout fight. I know what I'm talking about. This happened in the first Triple G fight. His timing was disrupted. Another thing with Canelo Alvarez, his head movement and his foot movement is not elite. That shit is probably subpar at motherfucking best. And he got conditioning issues. That's issue number 4. But nobody wants to talk about that. See, I can point out those 4 glaring deficiencies because I see it. I use what's called the true boxing eye test. So that's the problem with Canelo Alvarez. No, I'm going to tell you right now, chase that coin. Canelo Alvarez is overrated because think about it. If he was a black boxer, do you think he would still get the same level of praise that he's getting for having that style? There you go. I just dropped the napalm right there. Sean is not gonna go on March 16 into the ring because he know damn well he didn't even win. And for him to show his face, and for him to sit there and show his face in the Spence fight, come on, man. Spence is way better than Ugas. Spence would have straight body Ugas. Could you imagine if Spence was in Ugas's place? Sean Porter wouldn't even have survived in that fight. His ass ain't going into that ring. He know he got embarrassed. Unbiased or biased boxing talk. I disagree, man. Canelo does not have elite lateral movement. That's bullshit. Because if he did, why did it take 2 fights with Triple G? There you go, Ether then Merck. But when you have elite lateral foot movement, Triple G has no special effects up and down. You should not have 2 fights with that cat. You shouldn't. There's just no 2 ways around it. Imagine if you would put Floyd Mayweather or Andre Ward in Canelo's position. You think it would have took them 2 fights to figure out what Triple G was doing? Come on now. See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. Don't let them put those blinders over your eyes. Eduardo Cabrera. Oh my gosh. Now this is a Rudy Poo and a plum brain. Mikey Garcia, aka Cinnamon Alvarez fanboy. Canelo is pound for pound number 3 after Crawford and Usyk. Bullshit. Usyk ain't in no damn top 5. My top 5, you want to know what my top 5 is? I'm going to tell you what my top 5 is. I got Terrence Bud Crawford as number 1. I got Earl the Truth Spence at number 2. And I got Loma at number 3. And then I'll round it off probably Canelo at 4. And possibly number 5. I may, just to be generous, I may throw Mikey Garcia's ass in there. That's my top 5. Damn right. Canelo ain't no Ward or no Floyd, for sure. That's what I was saying. See, a lot of people say Loma's overrated, but why is Mikey Garcia not trying to fight him? Think about that. And don't tell me this bullshit about top rank and all that, because Mikey Garcia wasn't top rank. Before his ass left to go on the Haymon and PBC side, his ass was in top rank. He had an opportunity. When him and Loma did that face-to-face, Loma said, I wanted that work, but he ain't want Loma, man. So come on, man. Don't let them bullshit you like that. That's bullshit. He knew Loma's style was too difficult for him. Okay. Say Loma's way overrated. But last time I checked, how many motherfuckers walking around with 2 gold Olympic medals? Chase that coin. Come on now. How many motherfuckers walking around with that shit? How many motherfuckers walking around with that amateur background that he got? Trust me, Mikey Garcia is ducking Loma's ass. Anybody with the true boxing eye test can see that. Yep, I hear you on that. I see. You know, the only reason why Donald Brown I put Crawford over Spence is because Crawford got that 140-pound undisputed. We haven't seen that in a long time. So to me, that's why I put Crawford number one. But you know, Spence is my guy, and I would automatically put Spence over him. But I can't do that because of what Crawford did. I have to appreciate that, even though it wasn't at 147. I get it, but it's an achievement, nevertheless, that you have to give props to. Usyk ain't savage, man. Usyk got his ass whooped by Sean Constipated Porter in the amateurs, man. Come on now. Usyk? Fuck out of here with that shit. Sean Constipated Porter, dude we just saw yesterday, whooped his ass in the amateurs. So what's impressive about this motherfucker? Until Usyk steps up and challenges one of those real heavyweights and show me what he's really made of, then we can talk. Let me tell you a heavyweight that a lot of people sleeping on. That was the dude that fought yesterday. Ife Ajagba. That's a real heavyweight right there. Ife Ajagba is nothing to play with. What's up, Rip B Crazy? That's right. You know me, I keep the foot on the what? On the necks. I keep the foot on the what? On the necks of these Rudy Poo and these plum brains. That's right. Chase that coin. Ife Ajagba. Now that's a real heavyweight. Ife Ajagba would box the shit out of Usyk. He'd fuck Usyk's ass up. Now that's the truth. Don't give me no Usyk bullshit. We talking about Ife Ajagba. Ife Ajagba is the real deal. He's the heavyweight that you're going to see a lot of motherfuckers going to run away from. Now, that's a real heavyweight. See, me, I don't bring bullshit overrated motherfuckers. I talk about real motherfuckers here. How you got Spence versus Porter going if it happens? Oh, shit. Spence going to body Porter's ass, I say, by 8-round, 9-round TKO stoppage. Because Porter got that little herky-jerky shit, you know, and I feel like it's going to take Spence a little time to figure that bullshit out. But once Spence figures it out and he corners his ass, that's it. His ass is out of there. Because, I mean, you saw Ugas was tatting him up. I mean, look at Sean Porter's eyes. So right there, that shows me his ass can get tagged the fuck up. But I say about 8th to 9th round because he's not Mikey Garcia. He's a bigger guy. He's a welterweight. He's used to and assimilated to that weight class. So Spence ain't getting his ass out of there in 5. I say about 8, 9-round TKO stoppage. That's what I got. Spence going to whoop his ass in 9 rounds. Mikey's challenge, put in legacy. Man, listen, Mikey ain't daring to be. See all this King Kong balls and all this other bullshit. Let me tell you something right now. That's right. Yep. Two Tay for TV. Yep. I had Ugas beating them 7-5. But let me get the Tone Toledo real quick. Mikey's challenge putting, listen, man, Mikey is not daring to be great. I call this daring to be stupid at the highest levels. And I'm going to say it in my saying. Daring to be stupid at the highest levels. That's what that shit is. Because you're going to see come March 16th why that motherfucker has no chance. You fighting the behemoth, the mammoth of the 147-pound division. Come on now. I can understand if you fought like 4 or 5 guys in that weight class and then go fight Spence. That would have made sense. But to sit there and go and fight the behemoth and the mammoth out the gate, man, you asking your ass to be fucking drowned. You gonna watch it. Aquaman Earl Spence gonna fucking drown his ass. That's what's about to happen. That's right. Hulk fucking smash. Shit. I can't wait, man. Because Earl the True Spence is smart. By him, yeah, that's right. Yours truly, John. That midsection is flabby as fuck. The motherfucker got a 2.5, damn near 3 fucking pack. Yes. Yeah, Alfredo Chavez Aquaman. Damn right. That's Earl Spence' new name. He's Aquaman because he's gonna drown that motherfucker. But listen, the motherfucker got a 2.5 to 3 pack. That's what he has. At best. He don't got shit else but that. And he's going to be exposed come March 16th. Because if you was really serious about fighting Earl Spence, you'd be walking around with an 8-pack. You would show that midsection was ready for the onslaught that the body snatching work is about to put on it. But clearly your ass is not ready. He had to fucking squeeze his stomach muscles in so that he can show the little fucking 3-pack that he had. Fuck out of here. The punch that will be most effective. What punch by Spence will be most effective by Spence? I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a swooping body shot Mikey Garcia is not going to see it because Mikey Garcia is expecting for Spence to just corner his ass in a corner. This is what's going to happen. Mikey Garcia going to try to counter Spence, and then Spence is going to do a quick lateral movement because a lot of people don't understand Spence is just as powerful stepping away and throwing a shot at you as he is throwing a fucking shot flush. Mikey Garcia going to come in, try to counter. Spence going to lateral his ass away, and then he's going to throw a swooping body shot, and you're going to see Mikey Garcia get one fucking knee. And then at that point, Spence going to just headhunt his ass and get his ass out of there. But I said Robert Garcia need to go work with a fucking pitcher because he needs to get his overhand and underhand right. He needs to make sure that he throws that pitch so hard at the referee that he knocks that motherfucker out. That way, Errol Spence, instead of him being so focused on applying pressure, he'll know, oh shit, the referee's knocked out. So they got to do a 10 count on him. So I know the fight is over at that point. That's what Robert Garcia needs. So Robert Garcia needs to be in training as much as Mikey Garcia so he can learn how to throw that fucking towel. Because that's what's about to happen come March 16th. To me, Garcia has no fucking chance. When people sit here and say it's a 7-30 fight, no, it's 100-0. So some fights are just like that, 100-0. And that's what this fight is, 100-0. Mikey Garcia got no fucking chance. It's like when Floyd fought Canelo. We all knew Canelo had no fucking chance. Yeah, Spence, you're right, Donald Brown. Spence plays football. You know what I'm saying? But the difference between him and Porter's constipated. He's herky-jerky. Oh, appreciate that, Bernice Brunis Anderson. I appreciate that, man. Good looking, dog. Yeah, good looking, man. Appreciate the support, man. Good looking. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, y'all can donate something to He Knows the Sport too, man. Appreciate that, man. Keep the foot on the what? On the necks. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I don't be asking for nothing now, but hey, y'all want to put something up in there? Hey, by all means. Appreciate the love and the damn support, man. But the point that I'm trying to make is Earl the Truth Spence, yeah, he plays football too. The dude is for real, man. But the difference between him and Sean Porter is Earl the Truth Spence has tactical aggression. People don't understand what tactical aggression means. It means that you come in there tactically, you come in there strategically. You're not like Sean Constipated Porter. You're coming in there smothering the guy and wondering if you want to throw a punch. Earl the Spence, when he comes in there, he's going to throw a punch. He's going to throw it with thudding power. But guess what? He's also going to throw it with mean intentions. And what I like about Earl Spence, he has technical, that's why I say technical punching placement. He knows how to, when he throws his punches, he knows how to place them effectively. He doesn't waste punches. And Mikey Garcia is going to learn that firsthand. That's what I'm talking about, Tone Toledo. Your ass is going to learn, your old different strokes motherfucking ass. What you talking about, Willis? That should just show your fucking age every time you say that bullshit. What's up, Handle Randall's 30? That's what I'm talking about, man. This right here is for the real G's out here in these boxing streets, the Q&A part 1. You know what I'm saying? Anything y'all want to talk about, I'm here to talk about, man. But my take on it is it's fight week. As you can see, all the Mikey Garcia fanboys, they in their extra periods. Appreciate that, Bernice Anderson, man. That's one love right there, bruh. They in their periods right now. They don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? And they in their shit. And every day, as you see, when you go to these other channels and you start commenting and shit like that, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Don't be surprised if they start making personal threats and shit like that, because that's what the Mexican boxing community fan base does. But see, they don't understand. We real G's out here in these boxing streets. We ain't these lame-ass cyber bullies. We'll run up on your ass and talk your head real quick if we got to, because that's how we roll. Whatever. Ain't nobody shutting me down. Come post-fight, March 16th, I will become legendary. Because you know why? I got IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is ready to make that concession video. I just can't wait for that shit, boy. Because that will be the silver lining. And then my debate with him at that point will be officially done. Now it'll be on to the next and latest motherfucker. Y'all want to know who that is? Drumline, I'm ready to tell y'all. Casual boxing talk. See, I had to deal with the path of least resistance first. I had to deal with IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is first. I'll still debate with him every week, but it would have been known that I had that defeat on his ass. I had him defeated by this Mikey Garcia Earl the Truth Spence. I'd have had him defeated on that shit. So now he'll be debating me, but now it won't be really, it'll just be like I'm debating a loser. But casual boxing talk is the next motherfucker on my list because that motherfucker talks sideways. But see, he got a little bit more subs, you know what I'm saying? And what I like about him is he's a little bit more craftier. So when I debate him, my analysis will be, you're gonna see how there's levels to this shit. Shout outs to Meek Mill. You're gonna see how my level of analysis is gonna, or my strategy and my attack is gonna be more effective, and it's gonna be more high level. Because IBFP, he's a one-trick pony. He just gives you one side. So I can Ethan and murk him easily because of that. But this other cat here, he talks dumb shit, but you could clearly see he's leagues above IBFP when it comes to boxing talk. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to expose him for what he truly is. And I'm going to use another strategy. You'll see the strategy that I use. But first things first, I need to murk this cat come March 16th, get my victory on him, and then I move up the ranks. Because that's what I'm doing here on YouTube. I'm moving up the ranks to expose all of these fucking ultra fanboys. That's what I'm doing here. That's part of my goal, to expose these motherfuckers and put them in the truest and the most properest levels that they ass belong on. Because that's where they fucking belong on. Because they come in, they run their mouth, and they say all of these things so they can appeal to a certain fan base. But like, hey, that's right, Timothy Ayers. Keep that same energy come March 16th. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers ain't going to keep that same energy, dog. Like Earl the Truth Spence told Mikey Garcia, keep that motherfucking same energy that y'all was talking about when y'all said y'all was going to TKO stoppage me. Keep that same energy. Can you keep that same energy? That's the question. No, they won't. And see, one thing I noticed about the Mexican community fan base, that's right. And I'm about to throw a jab and a low blow, and I don't care, because I noticed in the last debate, motherfuckers was look like IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is, look like he wanted to cry or whatever. Motherfuckers getting their feelings, and they, oh, you talking about chalupas and tacos, and I'm gonna keep talking about chalupas and tacos and burritos. That's exactly what Earl Spence gonna do. When Earl Spence hits Mikey Garcia, we're going to see a taco that he ate last night come the fuck out. We're going to see a chalupa that he ate the last night come the fuck out. We're going to see a burrito that he ate the last night come the fuck out. We're going to see him vomiting tequila and margaritas and fucking sangrias and nachos and burritos and beans. All that shit coming out. Earl Spence is going to make that midsection look like an 8-pack when he's done with his ass. Whew, y'all didn't hear what I just said. I'm going to say that again. Earl Spence going to make that midsection look like an 8-pack when he's done with his ass. He's going to make it look chiseled the way it's supposed to look. That's how much he's going to beat that fucking midsection up. This man ain't never fought a guy like that. That dude has an Energizer battery backpack. People think I'm a fanboy for Earl Spence. No, it's because I see that he's just on a different level, man. When you look at boxing and you see that there's levels to this shit, you got to appreciate it, man. Earl the Truth Spence is a horse. He's another horse that's carrying another cart, man. I haven't said that saying in a while, man. He's another horse carrying another fucking cart, man. The dude is built Fort Tough. That's right, Tute for TV. I'm not, you know why I'm not worried about Mikey Garcia's health? He's been doing too much of this shit. He think that, oh, and you see, this is how you could tell the motherfucker was lying. Not only with the Stephen A. Smith shit. You remember all this time he was saying, oh, we see something, we see something, we see something. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. What did he say in that last PBC face-to-face? When the guy asked him, what did you see? He said, oh, I just see that I do everything better than him. What the fuck? We was expecting you to say something that we didn't know. We was expecting you to say something that was like shocking. You just said, I'm better than you in everything? Come on, man. Right there, you can see that that's a guy that's el delusional and el hipocrito at the highest levels. And these Mexican dudes get mad when I say, man, hey, look here. If you notice, as every video go on and my rants go on, my El Spanish gets better, though. That's right. Because these motherfuckers are el delusional and el hipocrito at the highest levels, man. Yeah. Man, listen, man. Mikey Garcia is getting put out on the stretcher, dog. The motherfucker's gonna be pissing blood. You hope Spence makes weight. Spence ain't no fucking Sean Porter. Fuck out of here. Spence always makes weight, okay? The motherfucker's gonna be pissing, but that's right. He gonna hit that motherfucker. He better come with that Hadouken, dog. Y'all ever watch Street Fighter? Hadouken! He better come with that shit. Cause I'm telling you, man, Earl the Truth Spence gonna have this motherfucker pissing blood. Go listen to Barry Hunter, man. Real talk. Lamont Peterson was pissing blood at the end of that fight. And Lamont Peterson is bigger than fucking Mikey Garcia. That's why I know these things. Kell Brook was pissing blood at the end of the fight. Come on now. That's right, Timothy Ayers. The only thing is a fucking paycheck, man. That's what it is, man. Mikey Garcia is 31 years old. He took 2 years off. He ain't in his prime no more. He's fighting right now so that he positions himself so that he can have a payday. You don't see this motherfucker talking about, this new business venture, CBD. The motherfucker ain't focused on no damn boxing because he knows he's about to get his head knocked the fuck off. And you got to remember how Al Haymon works, man. A lot of people don't understand PBC. I'm going to explain PBC. Earl the Truth Spence is Al Haymon's cash cow. See, a lot of people don't see these things. They don't understand the politics behind boxing. We already know Earl the Truth Spence off of the strength of his own skill set. Yeah, off of the strength of his own skill set. The motherfucker is dangerous. But what y'all fail to not understand is this. Al Haymon has a lot invested in Earl the Truth Spence being the next superstar. See, what a lot of people don't understand was Al Haymon does a lot of these feeding you to the wolves thing. You remember back in 2016 when all of the PBC fighters were forced to fight each other? They all was trying to hold the belts. Nobody wanted to fight. Remember, Danny Garcia had to fight fucking Keith Thurman. Sean Porter and Keith Thurman had to fight each other. Al Haymon does that. And it's coming around pretty soon. Watch. All these motherfuckers that sitting there holding the belt, thinking Al Haymon's going to get hot, and he's going to be like, fuck it. I'm ready to feed y'all to the wolves. And you know who the wolves are? The wolf is fucking Earl the Truth Spence. These fights are set up for the wolf to eliminate and annihilate these motherfuckers because he knows. And that's why the Mikey Garcia fight was evident. Because in fighting Mikey Garcia, Earl the Truth Spence steals the Mexican community fan base. Whew. I'm dropping something that's deep and profound. Y'all ain't just hear what I just said. This is deeper than boxing, dog. Earl the Truth Spence, once he knocks Mikey Garcia's heads off and he does it in epic fashion, he will steal that fan base. Then that positions him into superstardom. Now he can go after. Now Al Haymon is going to force Keith Thurman and Sean Porter's hands. Watch. You think all of a sudden Sean Porter and them calling them out is because they want to do that shit? No, that's bullshit. They don't want to do that shit. It's because Al Haymon is working behind the scenes and he's like, look here, motherfuckers. I need to pave the way for my cash cow. My cash cow is going to need to make noise, and I need to make him into this superstar. And in order to do that, I need him to fight you motherfuckers so he can eliminate you motherfuckers. That's what's about to happen. You watch. Right after this fight against Mikey Garcia, he's going to get a next fight versus Sean Porter or fucking Keith Thurman. And then once he eliminates those motherfuckers, now Al Haymon is going to be in position to do business with Bob Arum. Because you got to build this shit up. See, motherfuckers don't understand how building shit up works. They think Earl the Truth Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford or he's afraid of Terrence Crawford. That's bullshit. They just had a face-to-face. It was mutual respect. All I saw was them barking at each other back and forth. So how the fuck is Earl the Truth Spence scared of Terrence Bud Crawford? That's just bullshit. Anybody that believes that bullshit is a fucking dodo head. They're a fucking Rudy Poo and a plum brain at the fucking highest levels. That's what they are at their truest and most properest levels. Al Haymon is building that shit up so that the money can be so big. Because remember, this is a Hagler versus Hearns 2.0. I'm breaking this shit down to y'all, man. This is going to be a Hagler versus Hearns 2.0, but you got to build it up right. That's why I said that super fight is going to take place either September 2020 or May 2021. That's my prediction on that. And then after Spitz clears out the 147-pound division, then he moves up to 154. That's what's going to happen. And any motherfucker that tells you otherwise, they don't know shit about boxing. Yeah, I just gave you guys a breakdown like nobody's business. And you guys are going to remember. You're going to say, damn, he knows this sport said that shit. He was saying that shit way before it happened. And it happened exactly. Because look, ever since I've been predicting fights, how have fights been going? Come on now. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Every time I have predicted a fight, Has it not have that very similar semblance or exactly what I said it was going to be? I said Ugas could possibly win by upset. How did this fight fucking go? You see what I'm saying? I said Tank was going to fucking knock out Abner Mares. What happened? Abner Mares got bailed out 3 days before because he knew his ass was going to get knocked the fuck out. I called Keith Thurman over Jose Cito Lopez. I said it was going to be 8 rounds to 4, possibly 7-5. How did Keith Thurman win? He won 8-4. You see, every time I call some shit, man, that shit always happens the way I said it. I said Manny Pacquiao was going to beat the shit out of Adrian Broner. What happened? Because we knew Adrian Broner's flat-footed. He don't let his hands go. I mean, come on, man. See, me, I just use what's called common sense. It's really not that hard. If you pay attention, you use enough common sense, you can be able to see how a fight goes. And that's just the truth. That's the way I judge fights. And Mikey Garcia, I already know, based on his body language in that last PBC face-to-face, and based on what he admitted, he predestinated his future for next week. Because if Terrence Crawford is going to be overwhelmed by Errol the Truth Spence based on his power and his size, come on, man. Last time I checked, Terrence Bud Crawford is superior in boxing skills than Mikey Garcia. And if that's the case, how the fuck is you, a 135-pound motherfucker, going to be able to beat Errol the Truth Spence? Come on now. Y'all got to see these blinders these motherfuckers trying to put over your eyes. You got to see the truth for the fact of the matter of stuff. Now, yours truly, John, I do believe what you're saying has some truth to it. The reason why is because we have the Pedraza, a mutual opponent that they both fought. It did take Loma a lot longer to dispatch that cat. And Tank just dispatched that cat like nobody's business. See, what people don't understand, y'all need to go and look at that. That chick, I ain't gonna lie, there was a chick that was standing there. It was Tank, Dominic Brazil, and somebody else, man. But there was a chick that was standing there. She made me forget about those cats, man. That woman was bad. That motherfucker was fine as hell, man. But go back and look at that shit on ESPN at that time. When I wasn't sitting there staring at that woman's whatever pants she was wearing, they put Tank to the punching bag and they put Dominic Brazil to the punching bag. Dominic Brazil's a fucking heavyweight. Tank wasn't even trying, dog. Tank punched the punching bag and hit that shit at 939. Dominic Brazil hit that shit at 869. And Tank basically said he wasn't even trying to hit that shit as hard. Because he said he's hit it over the thousands. Tank is one of them little motherfuckers that has that otherworldly hands like a fucking Deontay Wilder, man. This is how I know Abner Mares pulled a fucking bullshit at the end. 3 days before the fight, you got a retina? Fuck out of here. First it was elbow and then make up your damn mind. What kind of injury was? And if you guys go back and see that video when I exposed Abner Mares, I got so many fucking thumb downs on that shit. That shit was so fucking funny, man. Listen, man, the only problem with Tank that I have is Tank is a superior boxer, but that girlfriend that he has, that's a horrible decision. That motherfucker might fuck around and get his ass locked up. The other thing, too, that I don't like about Tank Davis, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all, is I don't like how Mayweather Promotions is pushing him. See, Farmer, at least Tevin Farmer is being busy. That motherfucker's staying active. You know what I'm saying? He's staying active in fights. But Tank is not staying active. To have one fight in so long, come on, man, that ain't right. So Mayweather Promotions need to tighten the fuck up with him. All right, let me get on to some of these cats. Wookie Wook, what's up, man? What's good with you, bruh? How you doing, man? Look here, we got another IBFP or whatever the fart his name is, disciple. He's a IBFP nutsack rider. His name is Jose Yepes. I want y'all to ether and murk this cat. This dude just come on my page, all my videos, and just nothing but straight up and hate and troll. I know for sure he's a hater and a damn troll because I've had exchanges with him. This dude says nothing of substantive value. Everything he does is just run his fucking mouth and say bullshit all day, every day. I want y'all to ether and murk that cat. Freddie Gee, what's up, man? Jose Martinez. See, I shout y'all out, man. You know what I'm saying? In my last video, my real G's out here in these boxing streets. Alfredo Chavez, real G's out here in these boxing streets. Listen, see, Don Toledo and Jose Yepes and this other cat, Eduardo Cabrera, I want y'all to eat and murk these cats because all they do is talk bullshit out of their mouth. They don't say nothing that makes sense. Canelo's pound for pound. Fuck out of here, man. The motherfucker ain't no damn pound for pound. Oscar De La Hoya has groomed this dude the right way. They fought Triple G at the right time. Triple G was calling his ass out years ago, but nobody want to admit that. Deion Sanders, my other real G out here in these boxing streets, boy. D. Jefferson, what's up, man? That's another real G out here in these boxing streets, man. Hey, me and you about to run this NBA chat. I got your email address, so I'm about to run that one pretty soon in the next few days. I'll holler at you, give you my info, so we can get on this debate. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you know what time it is with that. But the point that I'm trying to say is this, you know, and I get it, the D. Jeffersons of the world, and I get some of my real G's out here in the boxing streets, you know, say, oh, 70-30, 80-20, you don't give Mikey Garcia a chance. No, I don't give Mikey Garcia a fucking chance because it's not his weight class. That's why. See, and cats have to understand why he has a 0% chance. He has never fought in that weight class. If you've never fought in that weight class, people need to understand how weight classes work. When you move up into a new weight class, you're resetting yourself to zero. You have to reestablish and reprove yourself. See, how come Terrence Bud Crawford did it the right way? You didn't see him go immediately after Errol Spence. He fought a fucking Jeff Horn. You know, he fought a few other guys. And then now he's positioning himself to put himself in position to fight Errol Spence, right? That's the way to do it. But Mikey Garcia goes straight to Errol Spence. I mean, that's stupid. That's boxing suicide, man. And this guy gets a 30% chance? No, fuck out of here with that. That's a 0% chance because it's daring to be stupid. It's the dumbest decision you make in boxing. They have weight classes for a reason. And D. Jefferson, you my boy, you know this. It's conventional boxing wisdom, man. They have weight classes for a reason. Stay in your lane and stay in your place. That's just the truth. So I'm not going to give a motherfucker 30% if he's never fought in that weight class. To me, he's starting at zero. No, there is no F if Jose Yepes or big if. There ain't none of that because he's resetting at zero. We don't know what his power can translate. I'm bringing facts here, man. JB, listen to me, dog. I'm bringing facts. If y'all listen to me, I'm bringing facts. We do not know what his power translate at 147. That's a fact. That can't be argued. You see what I'm bringing? I don't reside in opinionated realms. I reside in factual realms. I'm bringing facts here. A guy has never fought in that weight class, but yet he's going to give the best guy in that division problems? Come on, man. That's stupid. It's dumb. That's boxing heresy. Oh, I got you, D. Jefferson. We going to argue now. Yeah, Deion Sanders, Stephen A. had Mikey shook. You know why? Because Stephen A. has my skill set. It's that gift to gab to where we can corner you. Like I do with IBFP. You don't see every time I debate his stupid ass, I'm always cornering him into a box to where he ends up saying dumb shit like you're factually factual, but intellectually dishonest. What kind of fucking manufactured bullshit is that? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Stephen A. cornered his ass. What did Stephen A. said? That's what I'm talking about, D. Jefferson. I'm glad you realized that. I killed the motherfucker. I killed that motherfucker. I even went on his chat earlier today, and I mentioned some stuff. I said, what if, no, not what if, when Errol Spence cleans out the 147-pound division, what do you ultra fanboys are going to say? See, I come with shit that's like that. That's that ether type shit, that 8 Mile type shit. I just dropped the mic. To sit here and say that Earl the Truth Spence is afraid of Terrence Bud Crawford, come on. And look at the narrative they're running with. They don't even believe in Mikey Garcia no more. They've been talking for the last few weeks. See, I got to come with this shit. For the last few weeks, they've been talking this nonsense about Earl the Truth Spence is ducking Terrence Bud Crawford. Come on. So y'all already could see that Mikey's going to lose, right? See, they're indirectly admitting that. Because we know how the Mexican boxing community fan base works. They're always looking for that next narrative when they know their guy doesn't have a chance. The only Mexican that they have 100% a surety in, and they will ride for that motherfucker, because I saw it even when he fought. Even when it was a fight that everyone knew Canelo had no chance. That was the Floyd fight. Everyone knew Floyd was going to win that shit. But one thing you gotta give to these Mexican motherfuckers, they have their face so far up Canelo's ass, they can tell you what shit that motherfucker farted and smelled and ate last night. That's the only Mexican dude that they will give credit to. 100%. They don't give Mikey Garcia that same level of ass kissing and licking his shit. They don't do that. They know Mikey Garcia. They know deep down in the back of their minds when they have somebody like me that's challenging them, that's telling them, hey, listen to this fuck shit. Earl the Truth Spence is gonna knock that motherfucker's head off. You know what they turn around and they say? They turn around and say, well, Earl the Truth Spence ducking Terrence Crawford. That's indirectly admitting that, damn, you looking past Mikey Garcia. Now you're looking at the next motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? I need y'all to think for a second. And JB, I know Crawford is your dude. So, you know me, I don't got nothing bad to say about Crawford. Crawford, to me, is the guy that can give Earl the Truth Spence the most fits. The most fucking fits. But Earl the Truth Spence is still going to beat him with two equalizers. That's studding power and body snatching work. When that fight goes into the second half, Crawford is not going to be able to withstand Earl the Truth Spence, Energizer Bunny, going to that mode type of attack. That shit is relentless, man. It's unlimited, the pressure. And I don't think Bud is going to be able to handle that. He's going to drop probably like 10th or 11th round. That's my take on it. Yeah, I agree, Alfredo Chavez. Benavidez did do a little bit of exposing there. And that's why you saw Earl the Truth when him and Bud was making that comment. He was like, that one leg dude was giving you problems because Earl saw that. See, that's the thing. He saw that. It was checkmate. Okay, let me see what you said, D. Jefferson. I bet Canelo will get the win and keep the belt if Jacobs fights like Ugas did. Yeah, I agree with that. If he fights like Ugas did, listen, man, I already said in that fight, Jacobs cannot take any round off, dog. He cannot take any round off. Because if he does that, Canelo's going to win either way because he's the A side. He got the judges in his pocket. I mean, Jacobs got to knock his ass down 3 times or he has to completely knock his ass out. He has to do what Manuel Marquez did to Manny Pacquiao to win that fight. That's the way I see him winning. If it's any other way, Canelo walking out. Even if Jacobs did more, he landed more accurate shots. Fucking Canelo's going to win regardless. And that's just the truth. But the Bud and the Spence, that's the one thing me and you disagree on, D. Jefferson. I don't think it's 50-50. I believe 51 for Spence, 49 for Crawford because Spence is the bigger guy, man. His size and his power, just like when Stephen A. had said in that show against Mikey, and even Mikey admitted it. Spence size and power, man. You can't knock that shit. Spence just keeps coming. This motherfucker don't know how to stop. We saw that in the Kell Brook fight. He made Kell Brook go on one fucking knee. And that wasn't by accident. That was just a continuation of the onslaught of tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work. Spence just too big, man. He a man down strap season type of dude. And I get it, JB. Crawford is your dude. And Crawford is difficult now, but Crawford don't got the body to withstand those blows, man. I'm telling you. Those blows accumulate. They accumulate with time. Spence is going to win that fight off the strength of that because he's going to outlast. See, that's what I like about Spence. When the fight is on the line with him and he knows he's going to lose, Spence knows how to put the foot on the pedal, man. He knows how to just keep applying that pressure. He's like me, dog. That's why I don't lose. You saw when IBFP came out with that diss video and he had that Peter Quillen face and all of that. I'm like, okay, that's the best diss video he came up with. But you know what I did? I went into my Earl Spence mode. I put the extra gas on the pedal. And go look at the counters that I gave. My real G's out here in the boxing streets know. I gave him a counter, and that counter was epic, dog. I went for the juggler because I don't play. And not only did I Ethan murk him, then I had another video on that, and then I added extra injury to insult because that's how I operate. I don't lose battles, man. I will make sure I finish your ass. That's how I roll, man. I finish you because I cannot lose, dog. I'm like, nah, I will not lose, dog. Yeah, shit. That shit he said when he came at me with Peter Quillen, that shit was funny. But go look at my counters, dog. I ethered and murked him, man. because I won't lose, man. And I sat there and I let it marinate for a day. I was like, damn, okay, he came with some good shit. But you don't want a motherfucker like me to sit back and marinate. Because when I sit back and marinate, you know what's gonna happen. You know I'm gonna come in with extra harder shit. And y'all saw I came in first thing in the morning, earlier than I normally come in with videos. And I was on extra Superman and ether and murking mode. That motherfucker got ether and murked all over the damn place. Yeah, I appreciate that, JB, man. And I'm right. I thrive. I'm like Bane, dog. Remember when Bane talked to Batman? I don't know if y'all like Dark Knight, man. Shout out. Let me know if y'all like Dark Knight. You know, put a reference in there. And I'm talking about the Dark Knight Rises, man. When when he told Batman, you merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. I was molded by it, man. To me, that was my most epic moment, dog. Batman, right before he was gonna break that motherfucker's back. That's me right there, dog. IBFP just merely adopted that shit. Me, I was born in it. I was molded by that shit, dog. That's why I can't lose debates. And only Mikey Garcia fanboys and Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys don't understand the magnitudes of my debates, dog. They don't understand that shit. Because if they understood the magnitudes of my debates, they would have seen how I ethered and I murked this dude. Because they will understand there's levels to this stuff. The way I counter people is so beautiful because I do it in a way to where I let you, it's like you sitting there and you're thinking you're saying something that's relevant. And then out of nowhere, I just throw something in the left field. And then boom, I make you sit back. Go look at our debates. I want you to sit back and look at our debates and go look at a lot of the moments where you see even IBFP was marveled by the shit that I said. Because you could hear him laughing in the background like, damn, that was some good shit this motherfucker just said. Now I have to rethink, and then what he'll do is he'll redirect. He'll go into some other bullshit. But I want some real G's out here in these boxing streets to start. You know, what we trying to do is we trying to get some of y'all motherfuckers, and I'm not talking about all these idiots. Real motherfuckers like the D. Jeffersons of the world and all these other motherfuckers that could come in and give some substantive value, add to the fucking debate. You know, I believe a JB can add to the debate. You know, Donald Brown can add to the debate. A D. Jeff, what's his name? What's that dude's name? It'll come to me. What's his name? As the names keep coming up, it'll come to me. You know, I feel these cats can add to the debate, dog. Yeah, Wookie, right. I feel he can add to a debate. You know what I'm saying? But these Vincent Zares, YC, there you go, JB. It came to me. YC will add to the debate. YC is a that's a dude right there. If I was debating him, it would be harder, a lot harder. Let me tell you why. Because he ain't fucking IBFP. The motherfucker comes with two sides of the aisle. I would have to be on my P's and Q's with him. He's probably the only motherfucker that I would have to be on my P's and Q's. I'd still Ethan murk his ass because I know there's some weaknesses there. I would not give away what the weaknesses are, but I know it's there. But I would have to be on my P's and Q's with him. He's probably the only one. Other than that, I'd straight Ethan murk whoever else come up on this thing. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth of the fact of the matter, this shit. But I'm here to bring y'all that heat and that fire, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the debates. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just continue on. Come post-fight March 16. I'm ready to Ethan murk this cat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to go at it. Yeah, hey, Tone Toledo, we can have a personal debate. Me, matter of fact, it'll be a three-way debate. It could be me, you, and fucking D. Jefferson. A fucking three, no, and we'll add JB on there. A four-way debate. I would like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all my contact info and we have it on my own shit. Oh, let me see. What would he say? Am I gonna be live for the fight? Nah, Jose Martinez, I ain't gonna be live, but I believe me and IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is, we about to have a pre-fight debate and we're gonna have a post-fight debate. Listen, man, during that fight, I have to watch the fight. You know why? Because I'm invested, man. I have to see the beauty in what Earl the Truth Spence does. I can't be interrupted, dog, so to speak, because I need to marvel. I need to have that moment for myself. But trust and believe, pre-fight and post-fight, I'm here. I'm here and I'm on. Oh yeah, Donald Brown. I'm gonna make sure you in there too. Trust me. This is why I started the Q&A, and I'm gonna allow some of these Rudy Poo and Plum Brain, Mikey Garcia fanboys, and Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys to come up on here because I want to hear their take. You know, I want to. First of all, I want to hear how these little fucks sound, man. Because we already know they look and feel like shit. They probably sound like shit too. So I want to hear what the fuck they sound. I know that shit about to make some motherfuckers laugh, boy. But I know they look and feel like shit. They probably sound like shit too. And that's just the truth of the fact of the matter, man. But shit, hey, look, I'm about to check out of this debate, man. It was real talk dealing with all y'all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep this Q&A for the real G's out here in the boxing streets going, man. So y'all peace out, man. Y'all check out, all right? Peace.